Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Nutrisystem order. I'm super excited to get my box. My second box finally came in today and I started ripping into it before. I was like, oh, I better record this and show you guys what's in the box because I was so excited to see for myself. So I thought I'd do a video because there's really not a whole lot out there to show you the actual products themselves. About a week ago, I ordered the Ultimate Uniquely Yours plan with Nutrisystem. I just did it's $350 a month. I just did the big package because it comes with everything with no guesswork. You get non-perishable, you don't have to keep it in a fridge, and you also get frozen food. So you get all of it, all your snacks, everything. So it just kind of came with everything I needed. So I ordered the biggest package. There's, I think, 3 or 4 different options. And one thing I noticed right away when I was ordering it is that you're gonna have to order 2 months up front. You can order them 1 month at a time, but you're basically set up in an auto ship for getting your first order, and then you'll get a second order 30 days later. And if you don't do it that way, they will charge you an additional $125. For one, I'm okay with that, but if you're just considering doing it for 1 month, you really need to make sure you read the fine print on the website because there's not a whole lot of information that's just out there in your face telling you that. So you really kind of have to read through the fine print. And I'm okay with that because I'm gonna lose probably 30 to 40 pounds and I'll probably need to be on this for a couple of months. I'm also trying this because I hope that it's gonna help me with portion control, but not only portion control, because that's not necessarily a huge problem for me. But what my problem is in eating is that I don't eat frequently enough during the day. And then I wait until late at night or later in the evening and I eat. And when I eat, because I'm busy all day long and I'm just kind of not thinking about it, I'll get to the end of the day and I'm like, I'm starving. And I'll eat, way too much all at once and then sit because the end of the day is here. I'm done. I want to rest. So I'm trying this because it's also going to give me a continuous amount of food throughout the day. So I'm really excited. I will be doing some checkbacks to let you guys know how I'm doing. Hopefully I'll see some pretty quick progress. I just need to drop these extra pounds so my back can feel better, so I have more energy and my clothes fit me better, and there's lots of other reasons for it. I could stand to lose more than 40 pounds, but that's my goal for right now. That's definitely my goal for the next 2 months is 40 pounds. So I'll keep you guys informed on how that's going as it goes. So what I noticed, first of all, is in the Uniquely Yours Ultimate Plan, you're gonna get 2 shipments. The first shipment is your frozen foods. The second shipment is your non-perishables, like what we have right here that I'm gonna show you. The thing I didn't like was that they came very separately. The first part of the order came, I think, Friday, and today is, what's today? Wednesday. Okay, so the first part of the order came on Friday. The second part of the order came 5 days later. So the first part of the order was frozen foods with no instruction in it at all. The second part of the order was what we're gonna see today. And I'll show you guys what the frozen foods look like, but obviously I've put those away already. So this second part came last, which if it had come first, I would have been able to go ahead and start on my diet like a week ago. So I was a little about that, but that's okay. And the reason I say that is because they put in every box, they put this little 7-day starter kit, which I think is pretty cool. It's your reboot box, they call it. And so I'm really excited about getting into that. But when I first opened the box, I noticed it came with the packing slip, so you can go through and you can look and see and make sure you have all your items correct. I went ahead and already did that for the frozen foods, and everything was right except for one thing, and it wasn't that big of a deal, so I just ignored it. But everything was there. It was a little mislabeled, but no big deal. And inside the box, I was so excited that I just, like I said, ripped it open, that this thing is in here. And this is supposed to help you your first 7 days to really, just get the weight off, get some weight off pretty quick. I guess it's to encourage you probably, to keep you going. But some things that I heard that when I was on YouTube looking myself was that this box doesn't have a whole lot of food in it. So you may be a little hungry. So I'm really excited to see what's in there. Oh, this is your first week. Let's do this. Yes, I'm very excited. So you guys, you got to just read through all this, and there's a packing slip in here to let you know what's in here as well. You do have to add in your own vegetable servings, and make sure you drink your water, which I've read online already about that. And it's really nicely set up for you, so there's really no guesswork in it. It tells you exactly what to have for breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, and dinner. And the packages are labeled so cool. Oh, I love this too, because anything that makes life easier for me is great. But it tells you like breakfast. This tells you that this is the snack, which is funny that I'm getting to eat cheese puffs, but there we go. I'm gonna eat cheese puffs, apparently. Okay, so I've unpackaged everything, and this is everything that's in that box for your first week. So this is my first week's food without any guesswork at all. It also comes with these protein and probiotic shakes for me. So I'm really excited about that. It helps to reduce belly bloat and get rid of some of the bad bacteria that's in your stomach when you first start from eating, you know, a bunch of junk constantly. The one thing I am a little concerned about with this eating plan is that it is still very processed. Obviously, everything is packaged really well when you start taking it out. It's in here pretty great, so it's not going to be going anywhere, and your food's not going to be getting squished. Okay, and then underneath, they have some more food for you. So they have it packaged really, really well so far. So I like that. Okay, so I just pulled out some of the stuff that was in the box. There's so much. Obviously, this is a month's worth of food, snacks, you know, and things like that. I just pulled out a few things so you guys could take a look at what it looks like, what the packaging looks like. This is all of the non-perishables, like I said. So most of it just you pop in the microwave and heat it up. And you would, you know, like with this little thing right here, it's barbecued seasoned chicken, and it says you can serve it with a small wheat roll and make sure you have a vegetable to go with it. So I could have a green salad. So I'm not going to be starving, but it comes with a good variety of food. One thing that I read online said, just go ahead and let the system pick your first order for you so you can get a wide variety and figure out what you like and what you don't like. I did not do that. I went and I hand-picked my own, which you can do on that ultimate package. The reason I hand-picked my own is because I kind of know what I like more. Like, so I didn't really want cups like this of oatmeal. There was a couple things that they were gonna send me that I would not have liked. So I was really glad. I just knew I wouldn't like them because I don't like that type of food. So I went in and changed those out. So you can customize that package, which is a really nice thing. But right now I'm gonna go take you to my freezer and show you what the freezer foods look like. And we'll be done for today. Okay, so the frozen food came in a big old container, this big old awesome container. It was packed very well and it had dry ice in it. And it was just really easy to pop open. It was super cool. Obviously it's empty now, but I just wanted to show you the packaging. And so if you'll come on over here and check out my freezer, this is the food that came in it. So it's just these little, you know, prepackaged, just like you would buy in the freezer section of, I don't know, lean cuisines and things like that. And they're labeled also, so that's really convenient. For me, it came with cute little things, you know, turkey, ham and cheese omelet. Got a little 5-seed roll for breakfast that looks super yummy. So it just comes with all your frozen stuff. I even get to eat strawberry shortcake, yeah, for a snack. That's it. That is the food that came in the packaging, and I'll update you guys next week. And hopefully this is a really good system that works for me. And if it is, I'm gonna shout it from the mountaintops because I have been looking for something that would fit my lifestyle, and I hope this is it. Hey there, so I'm gonna be talking to you guys while I'm taking a walk with my son today outside. We're still quarantining here from COVID-19 and taking lots of walks and getting in a good amount of exercise. But I just wanted to update you guys. I have been doing Nutrisystem now for 2 days, and I have lost, this is day 3, so 2 full days of doing it, and I have lost 7.3 pounds. That's a lot. That's a lot of weight, and it's been a little difficult here and there, but what I found is if you're eating the 4 servings of vegetables along with your foods that you're allowed to eat, making sure that you're getting enough water, it's not as bad, and your body doesn't go into starvation mode and can release the weight. I'm sorry, I'm super winded. So I believe that the first week is probably easier because my body is ready to lose this excess weight that I've been kind of hanging on to for a while. So it's really ready to release it. So it's going to release it pretty quickly. So I assume that the weight loss will slow down. Even if you're not doing Nutrisystem, I definitely recommend getting in some nice walks outside. Nice walks outside with your family or by yourself. Enjoy nature. It's really, I don't know, it's just good for your mental health as well as your physical health. It just helps. I love being outside, seeing the green trees and the grass and people outside playing with their families and enjoying life. So I'll keep you filled in. Hey guys, so today is day 3, and honestly it has been the worst day that I've had on Nutrisystem so far, and it's just because I'm starting to feel a little weak, and I've had a headache today, and just kind of feeling like maybe I'm exercising too much, even though I'm not trying to. I'm just going outside and walking a lot right now because of, you know, we're all quarantined and there's nothing else to do, so I'm kind of outside a lot. And, you know, hence the reason I look like this, you know, anyways. But I think it's just been a little harder today, and I'm just pushing through. But today I have officially lost 8 pounds, crazy fast weight loss. So I'm just really supplementing the hunger pains with vegetables right now. Like I'm getting ready to make a spinach and tomato and cucumber salad here. I'm making spaghetti for my family, and I'm going to be having one of their rotini and meatballs, so I don't feel like, you know, super deprived while they're eating spaghetti, because I'm really hungry today, y'all. I'm really super hungry. But also, this has been my saving grace, these little bubbly drinks. I really love these things. I am super addicted to carbonated water, and I love them, but they fill up your tummy because of the bubbles. So that, and I am drinking a little bit too much coffee, but I've started drinking decaf because coffee is a hunger suppressant, you know, as well. So that's been helpful when I'm just feeling like, okay, I really need to eat, because you're only eating 880 calories a day plus your vegetables. So it's not a lot of calories. So you're hungry, because especially if you're moving like I'm walking like 4 miles a day right now. So probably doing all that to myself, maybe it won't be as bad for you your first week. But I also found this really great coffee creamer called Nut Pods, and it's only 10 calories. If you measure it, it's only 10 calories per tablespoon. So I can put that in my coffee, and it's a free, if it's 10 calories or less, it's a free food. But obviously I'm not, you know, drinking a cup of it a day or anything like that. And drinking lots of lemon water has been helpful too. So I will fill you guys in tomorrow on where I'm at. Bye. Hey guys, today I'm on day 6 of my first week on Nutrisystem. I did not do an update yesterday on day 5, but I just really forgot. I was super busy doing other things. But I just wanted to update you guys. I weighed yesterday and had lost 9 pounds in 5 days. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And this morning when I got up and weighed myself, I had not lost weight for the first time in a 24-hour period since starting Nutrisystem. I don't really think that's weird because, you know, hey, I lost a lot of weight really quickly, and my body's probably just now starting to do that calming itself down thing. Also probably hanging on to everything I eat at this point until I start adding in a little bit more calories. But one thing I found was, you know, when I was feeling super duper hungry on day 3 and 4 and just really struggling, feeling like I really just wanted to eat everything, I found yesterday on day 5 that if I increased my protein, I felt full longer. Like I didn't feel like I was just starving all day long. I still drank the same amount of water, but what I mean by increasing my protein is if you'll look at your packaging when it comes in, everything shows you how many grams of protein it has on the front. So I was choosing, not really paying attention to it, but you know, unintentionally I was choosing foods that had lower amounts of protein in them kind of throughout the day. And then I didn't really recognize that I was doing that. And once I did, I started picking, I spent yesterday kind of doing an experiment, and I picked the foods that had higher protein in them so that I could, you know, like I would do a higher protein breakfast, maybe a lower protein lunch, and a higher protein snack and a higher protein dinner. And that helped me tremendously yesterday. I didn't really feel hungry throughout the day. So I was really glad about that. I haven't really noticed any decrease in energy. Yesterday, I also wasn't as active as I normally am. So I probably didn't burn as many calories as I was the days before when I was losing that weight pretty rapidly. So that's pretty much the only difference, but that's what's worked for me, and making sure that I'm eating my vegetables. I just kind of am starting today. I'm drinking my shake. Today they give you this little protein shake in there that you're supposed to have with your AM snack. One of my favorite ways to have it is I brew a cup of coffee and I put it in ice and chill it, and then I mix in my shake to my coffee, and it's delicious. So it's just like a mocha basically, but that's just something I like to do because I'm a coffeeaholic. That's about it for today. I will fill you guys in tomorrow, and then I will do a little progress to show you guys where I'm at on my charts. The app that they recommend you use with Nutrisystem has been really helpful for me to keep track of remembering to drink enough water. It's also really helpful and encouraging to see my weight loss progress. So I wasn't really excited about where I started on the scale, but it's really not necessarily for me about the number on the scale as it is for me feeling comfortable in my own skin. And like, I have an entire wardrobe that I'm totally ready to wear. So it's just waiting on me to, get back to a healthy weight and a healthy, size for me, for my frame. So it's not really about a number on a scale. So, but that's it. I'll update you guys tomorrow, and it will be day 7. So it will be the last day of my first week. All right, see you guys later. But yesterday was day 7 and the last day of the first week on Nutrisystem. And I was really excited yesterday morning when I woke up and found that I had lost 10 whole pounds in 1 week. It's pretty incredible. I feel like the takeaway from it is just, obviously, the less calories you consume, and the more you burn, the more you'll lose, which we've been told that, our whole lives, right? So we know that. But it's very important to get up and move if you can, as much as possible, which is not always easy for me because I have a desk job. So typically I'm sitting, but since we've been quarantined, this is our life right now, walking a lot in our neighborhood. So I'm really grateful for that, and I think that's helped speed it along a little bit. And I was thinking, gosh, if I lost 10 pounds a week, every week I'd be at my goal in a month, which would not be very healthy, to lose 40 pounds in 30 days. So I'm assuming that the weight loss is, not going to be as rapid from here on out, not being on that first week anymore. And I think after this, I'm just not really sure. This is day 1 of adding in the things that they call power fuels and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure about any of that. Once I figure it out, I will probably let you guys know, what I've found and tips and tricks for that. But so far, I'm not liking it. So far, I really like being able to just eat what they tell me to eat, and I don't have to think about going to the grocery store, which isn't healthy, I know, because eventually I'm not going to eat Nutrisystem, and I'm going to want to eat regular food, and I'll need to know what types of food are best for me and portion sizes and things like that. So I know I'm just being lazy. That's what it is. I really like having my shake ready to go and all that stuff. So I will update you guys as I figure out some things that make life a little easier. If you're one of those people who really don't mind things being a little difficult, great, but I'm going to give you guys the simple version of Nutrisystem as much as possible, because that's the only way I live. I live very simple. I have to do things really simple. So that's what I'm going to show you, that's what I'm going to try and give you guys here for the next month. So I'm really excited. Again, 10 pounds down. I wished I hadn't gained the 10 pounds that I gained over the last month and a half. And I feel like I would have been down 20, but whatever. I had to lose what I gained real quick first, but that's okay. So all in all, I really like the way that they set it up. I'm not really a fan of some of the foods, but most of them I do like. It's not typically things that I would eat on a normal basis. So again, like I'm not going to eat muffins for breakfast normally, and I don't really eat a lot of bars, so there's, you know, kind of some of that in there. I really did like the cereal options that they had. They had like bran flakes and Cheerios type things. I like those. Those are really good, but I think it's just going to be a matter of your taste preference. I think my favorite snack in there the entire time was cheese puffs, and I don't even like Cheetos. Yeah, I really like the cheese puffs. They're made out of chickpeas. I don't know what it was, but maybe it's just because I was so ready to eat some kind of type of junk food that I was ready, you know, because I really like chips a lot. So I just don't normally eat Cheetos. So that was, you know, I was glad to have that. But otherwise it was really easy. You know, for the most part, there was just those little lulls of feeling like, you know, I would really like to just down half of pizza right now or eat a whole bag of Doritos. But, you know, I resisted the urge and lost 10 pounds because of it. So just stick to it. And if you're going to try Nutrisystem, I definitely suggest that if you've already spent the money to, you know, buy it and it's coming to you and you're going to do it, just stick to it so that you're not wasting your money, you're not wasting time. And then eventually, you know, the goal is not to gain any of the weight back. One of the things I really appreciated about Nutrisystem so far in this first week is just the fact that I can still eat what I consider to be regular foods. I'm not just eating bars all day or just drinking shakes all day. I'm actually eating real food, even if it is still highly processed food. So that's not my favorite part, but it feels like I'm not depriving myself. So I really did like that so far, and just feeling like, you know, I can still have, I don't know, like a chocolate chip cookie, which I'm not a big sweets person. I'm more like a chippy person, but just, okay, eating the chocolate chip cookie made me feel like, okay, hey, I'm getting, you know, what I'm used to, being able to eat something specific. So I like that. If you're a chocolate chip cookie person, you'll like that. If you're a chip person, you'll like that. I got to eat popcorn one day this week, and I thought that was really awesome, because I super duper love popcorn and chips. If I haven't said that yet, I really like chips. Did I say I like chips? No, I'm just kidding. I like chips. I really like chips. But anyway, so that's really helpful, and it's just kind of a mental thing to not make you feel like you're necessarily like dieting or starving yourself. Just make sure you eat your vegetables, or you really will be hungry, and make sure you drink your water, and that helps curb your appetite also. And coffee helps me. So I drink coffee, and I just drink decaf so that I don't have too much caffeine. This has actually helped me reduce my caffeine intake too, which has been really great. I will update you guys as the week progresses for week 2 and keep you informed on my weight loss. And I have to definitely say this though, just remember, like, everybody's weight loss is their own journey, and everybody's body is everybody's body is different and responds to things differently. So my specific body type, I know I need higher proteins, and I need to be able to eat smart carbs, like what I'm allowed to eat on here. I'm supposed to eat berries and things like that. I know how I'm supposed to eat. I just need to stop junking so much, and eating late at night is a really big deal for me too. So that's kind of been difficult to get used to as well, because I really like to snack at night. So not doing that has been a challenge, and I'm trying to find ways to, you know, like curb that, and just drinking enough water or herbal teas. I like decaf coffee at night. That's helpful. And just loving the fact that I can use some nut pods creamer so that it just doesn't taste like black coffee, because I'm just not a black coffee person all by itself. So that's been really helpful, and I hope that you guys stick to it and use those coaches that they have through Nutrisystem. Those are really helpful, but nothing's perfect, so definitely don't expect this to be a perfect program either. But thanks for watching, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.